Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I'm up today with my AlinaCraft project share and a little bit of stamping. So what I did with the haul that I got yesterday was I did use a couple of the stamps. You get 4 stamps in this set, and then I put the die on just to cut them out so that you can see just how great they look. And already stuck everything into an envelope so that, you know, I've got everything stored in there for these sentiments. So that is the die, and it just lays straight over. You can see the dots there, and the dots line up into the die, and it cuts your sentiment strips out all nice and neat and tidy. So I did stamp that, and I cut that. And then I did do a project, and I used AlinaCraft's wavy edge Christmas die, which embosses Merry Christmas all around the edge there, and it's a bit sort of deckled on the edge. And I also used the large sweater, and I did a bit of stenciling in the background. So I kind of stuck with Twisted Citron and Mermaid Lagoon, and then I just coloured in the little jumper here and used a little bit of white gel pen just so that you could see how big it is, because that is huge. It's a huge piece. And I think I said yesterday you could actually make a little Christmas ornament using one of those little wire hangers. It's 3 3/4 to the edge of the widest point on the sleeve, so it's really big. And then along there, if we go from the collar down, it's tiny fraction over 3.5. So I just coloured it in. And also, as I said yesterday, I don't know why they call them ugly sweaters, because I just think they're really cute. So anyway, I thought, because I'd only done this because I had to take one of my dogs to the vet, but I really don't want to talk about that. And I'm going to do some stamping, because of course when you buy stamps, it doesn't matter who makes them. You know, I'm bipartisan on the issue. You want to know that they work and that they look nice, so I thought I'd do a bit of stamping for you. So I'm just going to grab my stuff, and I've already cropped 2 sheets of paper. Now my stamping platform is always looking a bit mucky, and I'm always saying it, I use the 2mm fun foam from Walmart. Whoop, I can open the lid without hitting my camera. Hang on a second, see if I can do that. I might have to raise it up just a little bit. Let's do that before I have an accident. Right, that's a bit better. And you'll get ink on your fun foam, but it doesn't matter, because, you know, look at the other side. Once it gets really yucky, then I'll just cut another piece and stick it on there. But what it does is it helps you to get a really good stamped image every time. So I've got a scrap of cardstock here, and I'm going to stick that there. And I only tend to use 1 magnet. And I've got the children's stamp set that everybody was so interested in, and I've also got the circus stamp set. So first of all, I think I'm going to stamp this large child, because that is the kind of thing that I know a lot of people would use on a journal page, or because the child is reading a book, and because it's such a lovely size, it would look absolutely fabulous on a bookmark. So if you're somebody that likes to do a little bit of vintage Victorian or shabby chic, and you want to make a bookmark and then laminate it, personally I think this is a perfect image for that. So I've got that down. Hopefully I'm not going to hit the camera again. No, there we go. And I'm going to use my Ranger Archival. So let's get that up. And I like to do a nice coverage of ink. And then we're going to put that down. Now, I don't know if you've seen those hockey puck type ink tools. Well, there's a store on AliExpress that started selling them, and I have actually ordered one. But if you're somebody that needs to apply a little bit of pressure, I'll put a link below. But that's just a little bit of fingertip pressure there. You can see I'm a little bit faint here, but that's okay. I'll just go straight in. And I usually use the, I don't know what that bit's called, my thummy bit. Yeah. Let's make our own language up as we go along and then just rub that out. Right. How am I looking? I think I need more ink in the centre. But if you were actually trying to stamp now and you're not using foam, some people find it really difficult because silicone stamps are not as thick as photopolymer stamps. So you've just got to bear that in mind. I mean, my platform says clear stamps, and I know what they mean when they say clear stamps. And generally, because of when this project was developed, that we're not really allowed to talk about, photopolymer would have been the way that they would go. Right, so there is my child, and I'm going to measure my child so that you can see. I'll just pop this back here. That it would look absolutely gorgeous as a bookmark. So, you know me for putting things back on their backings. So let's have a look here. From head to toe, we're at 4 inches, just a fraction over 4 inches. So if you're thinking about a 6-inch bookmark, and if I put my ruler down there, do you know what I mean? You've got a lovely little project. And if you keep it within the dimensions of the sleeves there, which are just over 1¼ inches, you're going to be able to use packing tape. You wouldn't even have to laminate it. So that would be a great bookmark project. So that's that one. And next up, I think I'm going to do the next big one, and I'm going to use the circus set. And I'm going to do the elephant. That's what I'm going to do. Just get everything out of the bag. And the elephant is huge. I mean, this really is the kind of thing that, you know, you want to colour in and fussy cut. It's gorgeous. Put that down, get my magnet again. Let's put Nelly there. There. Hopefully that's all within view. And I'm just inking up with the same Tim Holtz Distress Archival in Black Soot. And it really is probably, next to VersaFine and what have you, one of the nicest black inks. And most crafters have got them all, you know. We've got Jet Black StazOn, and we've got Memento, and we've got the Archival. And you have to have them because they just work with different products. There we go. Like some inks you can't use markers with, for example. You would never use an alcoholic marker with StazOn. But if you're doing anything else, StazOn is brilliant because it will go onto so many surfaces. So you see, now we've got that gorgeous, gorgeous vintage elephant. And I'm just going to grab a couple of markers and see what he looks like. Hang on a second, I'll just put that back on there. Right, what have I got here? Let's move the platform out of the way. I'm getting myself all muddled. Right, I've just grabbed 3. They've probably got tonal colour value, nothing in common. Right, I've got cool grey 3, I've got green grey 1, and I've got frost blue. So there you go. They've got absolutely nothing in common really there, apart from being cool and frosty. So let's have a look at Nelly, and I'm going to start off with my lightest shade. And we can already see this here. I probably won't colour the entire thing in, and I am using Touch 5 markers, and I'm being really good because I just want to be able to buy the new Touch New brush markers because I've read the reviews on them and they just look so much easier to use. It can, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, the bullet nib has its uses. I will not say that it doesn't, but a brush nib, you're going to cover a larger area, and I don't know, I'm just thinking you're going to have a much nicer, softer sweep with a brush. And I am very much used to using the bullet nib because you do have a lot of control with it, and you can go into quite narrow spaces, as you can see. But people are kind of, you know, dissing them now and saying the brush is better. But I don't mind having both. Yeah, I'll stick both on my shelf. I don't care. Right, so I'll put in a little bit of cool grey there, and I will to the ear because I'm looking for a little bit of definition. And it is a really nice cool grey in the Touch 5. I mean, you can see it, but just like barely. It picks it up really nicely. Now, I've got a frost blue, and I don't know if that's going to be a little bit dramatic, but here I've got cool, which one is this? This is Cool Grey 3. Now, this is going to be a lot darker. Now, on a lot of vintage stamps, you'll see that you've got dark areas where really there shouldn't be dark areas, because these areas here actually denote the light, because, you know, the light is coming in. So, anyway, we'll just use that and take advantage of it, because you can always go in with a white gel pen afterwards. But people are always saying to me, can you do some colouring on camera? And I'm one of these that I'm an evening colourer, and it's great to do before going to bed. It's just so relaxing. I just absolutely love it. I'm not really a colouring book kind of person, but I do love to colour in stamps. And then, of course, you would go back and blend that using your cool grey, and it would just soften that off a bit. But as I say, I'm using a cool grey, a cool green, and in a minute I'm going to use frost blue, and who knows what that's going to end up looking like. I'm going to have a frosty elephant, and I'm going to go over that area there. But you see how with a bullet nib you do have a lot more control. I imagine, you know, sort of like looking at the brushes, apart from Copics, of course, because their nibs are made out of, oh, what are their nibs made out of? Is it silicone or something? People say they've got a lovely twang and a snap to them, which actually sounds like you've got quite a lot of control when you've got a brush like that. I'm going to go up into there. Now, one of the things with Touch 5 markers is the more layers you put on, the darker it's going to get. So, you know, you can use just one marker and keep building up layers to get the tones that you want. But now I'm going in with blue, and I just don't have a clue how this is going to affect things. So he's got a partially blue leg there, bless him. Probably because he's been standing there too long and he's cold. So I'm just going into those areas. I'm just going to, yeah, let's put a bit in there. See what that does. And then I'm going to go straight over that again with my cool grey. And it should tone it down, but only a little bit. You can push it out. Nice thing about colouring in is it's always squeaky. Sometimes you can get it like fingernails down the blackboard, and I know a lot of people don't like that. So I've gone round and round, and I've partially done him, but he's such a great size. I'm going to pick him up for the camera actually, so you can have a look. We're getting some clarity on that. Yeah, block out some light. There you go. So those three colours had absolutely nothing in common, but actually it doesn't look too bad. And I will finish colouring that off. I'll probably show it to you tomorrow. But anyway, as I said, I will grab it again. And I did the little jumper, and the little boy is just going to make a great bookmark because he's reading a book. And that is the little jumper. And that is that die, and those are the sentiments that I cut out, and that's basically what I've got for you today. I do apologise, but my day yesterday was not so good, but I will be up tomorrow with something new. And on Friday, please make sure you watch on Friday, because there's going to be a haul that I'm going to be giving away. Yeah, for not for Valentine's Day, for Halloween. That shows you where my brain is. Right, I thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely awesome day, and as usual, all links below. Bye.